Hello, you beautiful free-thinking people out there. I've been watching a lot of these prepper documentaries on your streaming sites, Netflix, Prime and all that, and I've noticed one thing with a majority of them, and that is that they are a big pile of shit. Let me explain. When you watch most of these, I call them mockumentaries because they're no documentaries. They've got actors in them, okay? Actors pretend to be real people. That's a mockumentary in my books. And you get these people that make these mockumentaries, documentaries, dumb shit. And they always add stock footage. And there's always a main character. That's the point I want to get to. There's always a main character. And that's the problem with real life scenario of prepping. There is no main character. There is none. You're not a main character. I'm not a main character. Everyone out there, they're no main characters. There's no main character when it comes to a shit hits the fan scenario. You ain't going to be like Daryl Dixon. You ain't going to be like Rick fucking Grimes. Okay? That's how that goes. Right? There isn't going to be a script that says you're going to make it. You're the main character. You have to make it. It's all bullshit. And that's the problem with these prepping videos. These prepping mockumentaries. We sit and you watch them. And personally, I think if you're going to make a documentary about prepping, at least stick to real life scenarios, okay? Don't just use a real life scenario as a means to create a documentary. Like, for example, I was watching the Power Grid last night. I think it was on Prime. I was watching a mockumentary because it wasn't a documentary about the American Power Grid gone, and it showed you different aspects, right? You had people that were stuck in lifts. Why you would want to watch a fucking mockumentary on a shit hitting the fan scenario and it spends half its time in a fucking lift? That's not practical. The same as people stuck in... There was another example in this mockumentary. I really need to... I'm going to find it. Right? I need to find the name of it because you don't need to watch it. It's fucking stupid. But there was another example. People were living like 40 floors up in a penthouse suite. And it followed there. Oh, cameras. They all had cameras. Everybody had fucking cameras. All these main characters, they all had a camera. Right? In a real life scenario, you're not going to have a camera. You ain't going to have somebody going, wow, let's document this. You're never going to have that. You're never going to have that. Right? There's not going to be someone sitting there with a fucking camera watching you every second. That's not how this is going to go. Right? People are going to get hurt. Right? And you spouting this shit on mockumentaries, making it out as if everybody's going to fucking survive, we're all tough nuts, we'll be able to kill people. Shut up. Okay? You're setting the wrong example for the lazy ones, the silly ones who think, oh, we'll just loot, we'll just steal and take for it. Will you? You won't steal and take for MD because you don't have that mentality. Very few people in this world have that ability to just shut down their fucking emotions and do something. Okay? You ain't going to be no hero. I'm not saying I'm going to be a hero. Fuck that. We ain't heroes. In a survival situation, there is no such thing as a hero. Right? And that's the problem with these mockumentaries. They play it up as if there's going to be a main character, there's a plot, there's a script, there's a specific way this is going to go, this end of the world scenario is going to go. It's unpredictable, it's chaotic, it's animalistic. We go back to a primitive state when the shit hits the fan. There's nothing nice about it, there's nothing pretty about it. Right? And that's the problem with these stupid prepper mockumentaries. They're cashing in on this fad of the world is going to end. Will you survive? And that's horrible. You're setting yourself up, Bran. Okay, it was the same as, if any of you remember, Discovery did two mockumentaries. They done one on the Megalodon, the monster shark, and they done another one on mermaids. And they played it off as if this was real. Aye, this is real. And right at the end it says it's a mockumentary. None of it was real. There was no shark, there was no mermaids. That kind of shit. It's a bad way to set yourself up if you want to be taken serious. If you're making an apparent documentary and you want to be taken serious, don't have actors. Use real life examples. Use shit that's already happened. If you want to be taken serious, you want people to truly believe you're making a preppers documentary. There's plenty of preppers documentaries out there that do it. That do it. But the popular ones are all bullshit. So the main thing I'm trying to say here is don't pay attention to every fucking prepper documentary that's out there, okay? Because a lot of it's just for show. A lot of it's just a what if rather than a when if. And it takes you right out of it. They create a scenario. You're supposed to believe these people are in this scenario. You're supposed to believe these people are real when really they're just shitty actors, which they were in this one. Absolute horrendous acting. There was another example in it where it was a genuine prepper. This is the same mockumentary, by the way, and they made them all wrong. They made him out to be this psychopathic tyrant who didn't want to help MD. Now, logically, when you're prepping, it's self-preservation, okay? It's self-preservation at the end of the day. You're not out there to save the greater good, right? When the shit hits the fan, you've not got time to be a humanitarian. You can't be humanitarian. You can't have compassion, because a lot of people out there are going to lose that compassion very quickly, and they ain't going to share the same frame of mind as yourself. So when it comes to a situation like prepping, shit hits the fan, you've got to look after your aim first. Make sure you're sorted before you start to implement bringing people into your wee clique, your posse, your group, whatever you want to call it. These mockumentaries aren't going to do you any good. They're not helping MD. In fact, it's just purely for fucking entertainment. I didn't see one useful thing being mentioned, right? A documentary is to inform people of whatever subject the documentary's about. A mockumentary exaggerates their claims and makes it out to like a fucking movie or a TV programme. Not on in my books. So people, just be careful where you're getting your fucking information for. Because a lot of these documentaries that say, oh, this is based off real life accounts. Is it fuck? Because it's never happened. Have we had a countrywide grid breakdown? No. Has the power completely went? No. You're basing scenarios off hypothesis. What could potentially happen, rather than informing people, if this does happen, this is how you deal with it. That's the problem. People want entertainment, they want a plot, they don't want facts. And that's the problem with this world. They don't want facts, they don't want the truth, they don't want what's best for everyone. I hope you enjoyed my video, I hope you enjoyed this rant. I will catch you all later. Stay strong, stay proud.